I'm like, are you trying to make me feel ugly? Like, is this your point? I don't even know what makeup I'm doing. Honestly, it's more about the beauty industry situation I want to talk about than my makeup. So I hope the makeup is gonna turn out nicely. We'll see that in the end. But I'm gonna start off with the E.L.F. Poreless Primer. And let's start with the word poreless. This is going on in my head for a really long time, and I haven't spoken about this, I think, in my channel so far. I was trying to not pay attention, and again to the marketing strategies of the companies, the beauty industry companies, until the last drop in the glass, like we like to say in my country, which was Tarte Cosmetics and their primer video, where you've seen this video probably all over the internet now. You can check James Welsh's YouTube channel. I will link the video below, or maybe I will link it up here. So you can see the video where Tarte is advertising a primer which will vanish your pores, and they state that there isn't any filter there, and it's obviously, obvious that there is a filter. So this was the last drop in my personal glass as a person, as someone who owns his enlarged pores since I was a child. I always had oily skin, skin which hates me every once in a while. And do believe me, I use skincare, I use exfoliating products, I use retinol, I use all of the things which, can help with really oily skin and getting these pimples, getting blackheads, whiteheads, all of that jazz. I'm using everything, and my skin still acts like a bitch whenever it wants, and that's due to my hormonal problems, which I guess some other people do have. Most of the times when brands are doing these things, I feel personally offended from this. Just because I'm trying, I have a small drawer here, not a lot of makeup, but I've tried quite a lot of primers, poreless primers, pore minimizing primers, pore vanishing primers, pore I don't know whatever. From a personal experience, I'm telling you that it still doesn't exist a product like this on the market, where you will put something on your face and you will be poreless. Your pores will vanish. This thing, the Tarte Cosmetics primer, I said that it's just the last drop. By the way, I need to start applying my makeup, because I will never do it otherwise. So I watched this thing and I was like, come on, no, I need to say, probably nobody cares for my opinion, but it's just getting annoying. And I'm thinking that people like me, I'm not the only one, are personally offended and really fed up from all of these marketing campaigns which brands are doing. I'm like, are you trying to make me feel ugly? Is this your point with every product you release? When I buy a pore minimizing primer or pore vanishing primer or all of this, which I mentioned before, I'm buying this stuff, personally me, because I know it should be fine for oily skin, and I usually don't pay attention to the word poreless, and I don't expect any of these products to do whatever it says it's gonna do exactly, but I'm guessing that it will be more helpful for my oily skin than a hydrating primer, because my skin is, you get the drill. So I never buy these products thinking that they will vanish my pores. I'm buying a bit more products because of the YouTube channel, because I like trying new things. But I think that the average person out there who is buying makeup will buy one product. When this someone is buying a poreless or pore vanishing primer, they are expecting, most of these people are expecting, which is normal, because that's what the company says. So they're expecting that their pores will really, really vanish and disappear. And they will be poreless. No texture. Textured, refined texture. Great, okay. Texture is the other thing which we'll discuss. Buying a product like this, if you're an average consumer and you are not aware of the sneaky things which brands and people generally, I'm not saying all of the brands, I'm not saying every like influencer or whoever person is creating beauty content is doing, but many are doing this. So many people are not aware of all this, and buying a product like this, they expect that the product will do whatever it promises to do. And then comes the disappointment. And many times people will not be aware of the fact that it's not their fault, it's not their skin. People will think that their pores are so big that nothing will work for them, their skin is horrible, you know, the primer is fine, the products are fine, because you see other people use them online and they post these pictures, amazing pictures on Instagram or wherever they do videos on TikTok. You know, they're saying that these products are viral and they really do whatever they say they do. But their pores just don't disappear, they don't look smaller, nothing happens to their pores. So it's their fault, it's their skin. They're getting and they're left with the impression that something is totally wrong with their skin, because it never looks like the pictures, it never looks like the skin of the people, you know, promoting these products or talking about these products, how viral they are and how they work. You know, from another side, I'm thinking from the brand's side, what is the point of me buying a product which says pore vanishing or pore, I don't know, disappearing prime, whatever, pore erasing primer? What is the point of me buying your primer and then, you know, as soon as I apply it, I find out the primer doesn't do what it promises to do, and my pores are still there and everyone can see them if I don't use a filter on my photos. The next time when you come up with a primer or with a product, I just won't buy it, because I know that you were lying to me in first place with your first product. You promised me my pores will vanish and then they didn't. Why am I buying your next product? So some people will truly believe it's their own skin fault, and some other people will just realize that that's a lie and they will be disappointed, and chances are they won't buy any product soon anyway, because they're pissed off, because they just spend their money on a product which is a lie. Because I'm 38, I have fine lines, I have wrinkles, I have deep wrinkles, you know, I have spots, I have blackheads, whiteheads, enlarged pores, scarring on my skin. I have all of these problems which someone out there, I mean most of the brands out there, let's be honest, are trying to remind me of that I have a problem and I need this problem to be solved, and they're the ones who will sort out my problem. I wouldn't mind if like a plastic surgeon comes to me and says to me like, I'm gonna get rid of your wrinkles, or I'm gonna get rid of your scars if that's what bothers me, because I know he can. Like, he will use Botox, he will use fillers, injectables in general, subcisions, you know, for scars, lasers and all of that. This sounds to me a bit more realistic. It's something which I want to do if I want to do, because my next question when it comes to wrinkles, pores, scars, I don't know how they call them, flaws. Who set that standard? This is my question. Who said that my pores are ugly? Who said that I need to get rid of this and I need to get rid of that, and wrinkles need to disappear? And who set these standards and why? How come all of a sudden in the last few years people with enlarged pores and you know, like flaws on their skin, someone just decided that this is not beautiful, this is not the standard. Your skin should look like a dolphin skin, I'm guessing. I don't know. Next thing, texture. Do you know, because of my Bulgarian channel, and meanwhile I'm gonna start applying some eyeshadow on my Bulgarian channel, I got a few messages. Recently I'm getting more and more messages from my Bulgarian subscribers asking like they use a foundation which makes their pores look even bigger, and their texture, it makes their skin even more textured, and how can they, you know, get rid of, how can they fill their pores and all of that. Well, makeup will only and always enhance texture, and it will never make it look less. Who said that you, like, I'm not usually answering this way, but I'm thinking in my head like, who said that you need to get rid of your pores? And who said that it's possible? And who said that you need to have flawless skin, which means a dolphin skin, which nobody, absolutely nobody, has. And the sad thing is that not only brands are setting these standards, but people, because I hear many times people accusing social media in constantly, it makes them feel ugly. I understand that myself. I have an Instagram account, and the thing is that I'm rarely going there, just because anytime I go on Instagram, it makes me feel uglier later on during the day with my own skin and the way I look and my wrinkles and my texture, because I don't use filters, for example. I mean, my selfie camera is doing my picture with some kind of filter, which I can't get rid of it anyway, but I'm usually not doing extra filters. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't. Like, let me rephrase this. If the only thing people upload on social media are photoshopped pictures, filtered pictures, just because they feel the need to, show this, like, show perfect skin, the so-called perfect skin. So everyone is doing that. Sooner or later, you can't find anything else on Instagram or TikTok or whichever other platform anyway. Unless people stop using filters all of the time on everything, the only thing which we'll see is filtered pictures. It's a lie. Some other people don't realize that, and they end up feeling like shit because their skin has texture. It never looks the way that whoever picture they see, looks like. Same with eyeshadows, by the way, not only the skin. Really perfect blended eyeshadow. I'm not talking for amazing makeup artists. I'm talking like always, everywhere, everyone, as soon as you open Instagram, you can just see, the only thing you see is like perfectly filtered, fine-tuned, face-tuned, or whatever pictures, even on eyeshadow looks. And then, most of the people who are not doing makeup professionally end up looking their eyeshadows in the mirror and being like, I'm not blending my eyeshadows well, something is wrong, my technique is not good enough. You just look at this picture, my eyeshadows never look this way, my skin never looks this way. This is like, I compare this, what happens is I compare this to, like, let's say I'm watching TV, and 5 times in 1 hour, like, I see a plastic surgeon talking that my nose needs to be perfect, and he will make my nose the perfect nose. And they imagine if you see that every 5 minutes somewhere on a commercial ad, something where someone is telling you that they will make your nose perfect, sooner or later you will think that something is wrong with your nose. So this is what we see now. People accusing social media, like, creating self-confidence problems. But people are the social media. People are the ones who publish their pictures filtered. Instagram doesn't take a shot of your makeup, upload it on Instagram, on its own platform, then filter it, fine-tune, face-tune, and then, spread it around. You are doing that. Not you, maybe, but someone else. And brands, on the other hand, are reposting, and publishing and praising the amazing skills of people, which I'm not saying that they don't have skills, but like, I recently saw a picture from a really famous indie brand reposting someone else's picture on her makeup, and the picture was so heavily filtered. It was just not real. And the offensive thing for me is that this same brand, is showing me that this is how I need to look like, this is what they like, this is what's trending now, this is what's nice, this is beautiful, and this is this and that. When you don't look like this, because nobody looks like this in real life, you just are left feeling ugly or completely useless, because you can't even blend your eyeshadow like, like this, like the picture. You just don't know how to do makeup. That's it. And don't get me wrong about the wrinkles. I will do Botox on my forehead, because if I don't, my wrinkles will keep getting deeper and deeper, and I'm even late with the Botox. Sorry, that was my phone. But I'm gonna do it for myself, not because I think that I should look like someone or everyone I see, and I think that this is how my face actually should look like, and not because someone is telling me that I'm ugly because I have wrinkles, and I don't have perfect skin because I have texture, and I need to be more responsible and buy more products which will solve my problems. I don't mind people using filters. I mean, especially when it's about color grading, that's fine. I understand now that no camera can see the colors the same way like your eyes can see them. Many times, even I'm doing an eyeshadow look and I try to post a picture on Instagram and I see that the colors don't look remotely closer than they are in real life. They don't look as vibrant as they are in real life. So color grading on pictures of, you know, makeup pictures, I can get that, just because of the technical issues, you know, we have with cameras, with lighting. But like constantly posting pictures with filtered, heavily filtered skin, face or body, it doesn't really matter. What is the point of this? And the same thing applies obviously for even Robert Welsh mentioned that in his video recently. I will link the video down below as well, where he was talking about the swatches of the brands, the pictures which they publish on their social media, swatching their eyeshadow palettes, when it's obviously Photoshop, when it's obviously swatches are not, they are not real. Now for the swatches, honestly, I'm really curious why brands are doing this, because this is now really easy. The palette will arrive at home, you know, and I will swatch it, or I will straight off start applying it, and then I'll realize that the colors don't look like the picture at all. I might as well not buy again from the same brand. So that's the easiest one. So why brands are doing this? This is it's a puzzle for me, honestly. Because the thing is that I will buy your palette once, but I won't buy your next palette, and I won't buy anything else from you ever again. I don't know when this started, and I don't know who started this trends with skin, with makeup. Lips, for example, I almost forgot about the lips. The same story, pictures of perfectly filled lips. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind fillers. I will go and do a bit on my upper lip, probably, because I want to. But like, I never saw a picture like someone, like a marketing campaign of lipstick, of a lipstick, or like lipstick line, lip gloss line. It's always like amazing lips, most of them with fillers, looking gorgeous, you know, on the picture, photoshopped. And this is not real again. Like, if you have perfect lips, all the power to you. But most of the people will have a bit of like uneven lips. Some wrinkles, some like not wrinkles, but you know, this kind of like creases on the lips, especially coming with age. So this is again, you know, like you are seeing this picture of a promoting a lipstick or a lip gloss, kind of like you want to believe that you will look the same. Like, if you buy this lipstick, your lips will look the same, and it will never happen. Yet another disappointment. It just doesn't help anyone. When you're promoting any product, at least don't use filter at that moment. Like, why don't we just create another beauty niche where it's gonna be beauty with filters? Let's call it beauty with filters. And then we can like, participate in challenges. Who is gonna use the best filter? Who is gonna do the best photoshopped image? Who is gonna do the best color grading? Who is gonna do the best, I don't know, whatever, a retouching of the skin, face, makeup, and stop creating this mindset in the regular person who is doing their makeup for work or for a party, for an event at home. Let's just stop, pushing this mindset to everyone that they just need to look like this, or all of these filtered images and videos. Let's just stop that. I even think, if I'm not wrong, that recently, I think it was Tati, she posted something on her Instagram in a story where even she was shocked from the heavy filters. That I think she was trying to use a filter of some kind, but then they all ended up looking, I think she said, like they don't look like a human or something like this. I don't know. You can check her stories out and you will see that even she was shocked from how heavy the filters nowadays are on Instagram. I finished off my face. I did a bit of mascara and something in the waterline, a blue liner. Everything I used will be listed down below, by the way. I did some gloss. It's a bit more pinkier with this lip liner I use from Rimmel. I usually go for a really neutral lip when I'm doing this kind of makeup, but I got distracted from the subject, from the topic of today's conversation. Anyway, something lastly I wanted to mention, for those of you who are still here, and if you're still here listening to me rambling for 1 hour probably, I don't know how I'm gonna edit this video, but something I forgot to mention, and that I should have mentioned in the beginning of the video probably, is that I'm working as a waitress in a hotel. It's a really big hotel here in Cyprus. Summertime, when it's not COVID pandemic, we have about 700 people in there every day. So you can truly believe that I meet so many people every day, and most of them, not surprisingly, are not wearing makeup during the day just because they do sunbathing, you know, most of them around the pool, they go to the beach, etc. Anyway, none of these people have perfect skin, flawless skin, no wrinkles at all. None of them have dolphin skin, and I can bet that many of our customers can afford going to a facial, doing some laser procedures, doing a lot of stuff for their skin. I mean, I'm assuming, considering, okay, that's another subject, but I have this feeling that the people which I meet every day can afford doing the best for their skin, or they can afford going to someone helping them for the best of their skin, if that makes sense. They still look completely normal. They still have wrinkles, they have pores, they have texture. They just look like normal people. And none of them, believe me, none of them look like the pictures you see on Instagram. These people, they change. Like every 2 weeks, every 10 days, they're coming new ones and new ones. So you can calculate how many people I meet every day, not wearing any makeup. So yeah, I think that was everything I wanted to talk about today. Maybe more, maybe, you know, like this was on my mind for like, that was, as I said in the beginning of the video, the last drop when Tarte did this video with the primer. But yeah, I wanted to share this, and I'm really, really curious and begging you, if you're still here, let me know down in the comments below, what do you think about all of this? What do you think about the beauty industry, about the filters, about the retouched photos, and all these terms of like poreless, flawless, I don't know, perfect skin, and all of the mentioned in today's video. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day, as well as my not perfect skin, as well as my not perfect blended eyeshadows, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!